Welcome back to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning, host of the Sister Wives podcast. Love should be multiplied, not divided. And I am joined by I'm not supposed to give you compliments anymore. By the haggard old bitch, Ana Quincoces. She was once on a reality show, and you know what? People don't... Had a stroke. You know, people don't want me to say nice things about you anymore. They say it's uncomfortable.
Okay.
So
I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah, listen, they're not comfortable with it anymore. They think we're trying to fuck each other.
Listen, you guys, think about it.
I'm either trying to fuck men or I'm trying to fuck you.
Right. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
For a has-been, once housewife, like back in the dinosaur era, okay? Who really has nothing much going for her.
Right, of course.
Who had a stroke and has had to learn to speak again. And according to some of our listeners, not very well.
Right.
I will take any compliment I can get. So don't discourage him because I'm not getting them anywhere else.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay,
so
guys.
really what you're doing is a social service, and they don't realize that it's a really kind thing that you're doing.
She's a stroke survivor.
I am a stroke survivor.
Okay. Now, guys, we're here to recap Real Housewives of Miami, and oh, God, I'm wetting my panties. I love this show. I really do.
Oh, my God, me too. It's giving.
It's so fucking good.
So much.
So we're going to be recapping Season 7, Episode 10, The Thrill of Seville, which we're not supposed to call it Seville, but they rhymed it with thrill. So I thought Sevilla was like dead fish or something. Not like a gutted fish or something. I don't know. There's some food that's called Sevilla, I think. So I'm not entirely sure. There's something out there. I don't know what it's called.
Sevilla. Okay.
Now, I need to kind of give a broad overview really quick of how I'm feeling about certain people on the show.
Okay.
And I know that you are saying that you're really warming up to Stephanie. And I had an epiphany this episode about Stephanie, and I know exactly what it is. She is so fucking lonely. She tries to feel like she is comforted by all of her bags and her stuff and her like stuff, but like she has nothing. She even said this episode, she's like, you know, I'm not that girl. Like, I've never had a lot of friends and gone out. I'm like, yeah, you sit at home and you're just like, talk to your handbags. That's what she's doing. She's so lonely.
Isn't that sad? Do you think that's sad?
Yeah, but that's like, she's coming across like she's so cool and like, it's like, girl, just say it. Just say you're lonely. You know, you've got your old husband that you're so obsessed with. Oh, I'm so obsessed with him. Oh.
They look like.
Can you imagine saying you're obsessed with Ken? No, it's like you're not in love with someone if you're obsessed with them.
Lola.
Yes, okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense, you know, but you're not obsessed with the person that you're in a relationship with.
No.
You need to cool your fucking jets.
That's a very Miami thing.
To say I'm obsessed with
They use the word obsessed. Yeah. They use the word obsessed. Like, I'm obsessed with this smoothie. I'm obsessed with this eyeliner. I'm obsessed with, you know, whatever.
Do you know what word I really miss? I miss two different things we used to say. I miss when we used to call people conceited, and I miss when we used to call people stuck up. I felt like
bring it back.
Those cut deep when you were like, you're so conceited.
But conceited is really... What we've learned over the years is somebody who's conceited is really somebody that's insecure and overcompensating.
Right, but it's just I want to bring it back. I just want to bring that back.
I think you can single-handedly bring it back.
You're conceited.
Oh, thank you.
You know, the women on this show are conceited.
I know, but I'm not conceited.
I need to say, so that's how I'm feeling about Stephanie. I think that she's very alone. I think that she doesn't want to have to move to the retirement home with Masood. I think that she only feels comforted by her materialistic things. She spends her time talking to her bags. I imagine that like her staff leaves at the end of the day and she just sits in that big empty house, quiet. Her sisters don't talk to her.
Sad.
I know.
Really sad.
But it's
I don't know that she's really lonely and talks to her bags. I do think that she associates love with material things. So the more Masood bestows on her, the more loved she feels and valued she feels. And that's terrible, because if you lost all that, then you'll think you have no value, and that value has to be inherent in the person, not in the kind of stuff you have. But
deep.
That's something you learn with age.
Right. Well, and having a stroke, I think, teaches
and having
you
a
that.
stroke. But look, you're a little bit stuck up because you have a cabin.
Yes.
You have a cabin, and so you have a second home, and you judge us that only have one. Oh no, I have a second home too, but I'm selling another one of them. But you judge us because you have more stuff. So imagine somebody like Stephanie.
I honestly, I wipe my ass with dollar bills.
What I like about Stephanie is how much she pisses off these girls.
I do
and
like
how it
that.
bothers everybody, even Larsa.
I appreciate that, but it was like when we got on that jet, oh my God, it was just like, girls, I've got presents for you. Girls,
Right.
I got you Shoma. It was just, I feel like she only knows how to connect with people via her money. And they said, you buy your
Right.
friends. I'm like, absolutely she does. She absolutely buys her friends. And I do think that she's good for the show. And I do appreciate her in that role. But as a human being, I cannot stand her.
I agree. I understand she is a lot in that way. I just thought, for example, when she brought gifts, why is Larsa pissed off at that? It's like, who does she think she is, Oprah? Be a little gracious. She's giving you gifts. I mean, who cares?
Listen,
Who cares?
I wouldn't have complained had I been on the jet.
It's like, what I don't like is the competition of it all,
Have you ever been on a private plane?
Yes, of course.
Oh, God. Stuck up much.
I'm not stuck up, but I have been. But it's not like I travel private all the time. It's happened, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in my life. Not even more than that.
Did you have sex on one of the planes?
No. One
didn't
time
have to,
Eva was with me.
You didn't have to give a
just all
blowjob
girls.
to do it?
No. Nothing. But I'm sure somebody that was, who not negotiated, but got the friend to give it to us, maybe she gave a few blowjobs.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah.
I always say if I come back in this next life as a hot girl, I am going to suck my way to the top. Absolutely. Again, there's a reason that, when they made me, they were like, make him ugly, because they know I'd be a monster, So hopefully in my next life, I can be a hot monster, but we'll see.
And then you'll
Not
have
crossing
a
my
private plane,
fingers.
and you'll give us all little gifts.
Oh, for sure.
You
Absolutely.
would be with Masood.
Yeah. I would be with Tom Girardi. I mean, before I knew that he was making his money illegally.
Tom Girardi, because Tom Girardi can't get it up.
Oh, that
See,
I
the
don't
problem
mind.
is
If I just have to
having
lay there and they fuck me, sure. Okay.
Oh, see, I can't.
You have to. That's because you're stuck up. That's because you don't
No,
like
I'm
to
not
work
stuck up.
hard. You're stuck up
not
and you don't
working
like to
hard.
work hard. You have a silver spoon in your mouth because you don't want to take some old dick in your mouth. And that's on you. That's not me. I'm sorry, but I would work hard for my money. That's what I would do. Okay?
I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
I
My
hope
wife is
your
proud
children's-
too.
No, I'm sure she's proud, but someday your kids will see this, your
Yes.
digital footprint.
Oh, and I'm okay
Are you
with that.
thinking- They will have seen it at home by then.
Oh,
Yeah,
I one day they're going to be in school and they're going to be like, this is your dad? And yeah, it is. My dad sucked his way to the top, bitch.
And they'll be like, he's so cool.
My dad got to one time be a bartender on Watch What Happens Live, okay? And
Oh, wow.
he made it in
Manifesting.
life.
Manifesting. Okay.
Oh, okay. Now, I need to tell you something else that I'm feeling about this episode. Adriana, I have to be honest with you. I've never really cared for her. I never really understood her on the show. I just kind of found her to be odd and weird and displaced. But this episode, when she started telling the story about the man who flew her to his private island and had a room full of roses ready for her, and they fucked and they just did all this stuff. And then she said, and then do you know what happened? He died. He died because his helicopter fell from the sky. I laughed out loud so hard. And I was like, I never thought
heard
Adriana
about
could
some
make me
guy
laugh like
dying.
this.
I heard that. I heard that some guy, I think that was a story from season 1 or 2, something about, and that's when she lived in Fisher Island. She used to live in Fisher Island too.
See, I just thought the way that she said it, I was like, she is funny. She's got
she's funny.
She's got comedic timing. It genuinely made me laugh.
Yeah. And she is smart. She's very educated. She really is. It's just that she, sometimes misses the mark with things because she thinks in another language. And so some things that she thinks are funny in Portuguese aren't that funny in English, like
Gotcha.
The letter to Marisol's liver.
Yeah, that was funny in Portuguese?
I guess it was. I mean, I actually asked her this question. I said, if you speak 5 languages, which language do you think in? And she said Portuguese. I said, well, there's your problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And when she was on Andy Cohen, he said, any more letters to Marisol's liver? She goes, no, I'm done with that. I'm like,
good. I'm also Portuguesian, and so I also listen in Portuguese as well. So, now I do want to talk about Julia. Julia is fucking dark. I know that at one point I took it back, and I am back on the train of like Did
you take it back? You never took it back.
I said because she adopted the kids that I was like, oh, maybe I we first saw her with the kids, I like kind of flip-flop, but I'm back. Right. When she was in Glam and they were putting that necklace on her, I felt like I saw the evil stepmother or the evil witch from Snow White or something. Like I was like,
that's always been my favorite character. Mirror, mirror.
Terrifying. Like I genuinely felt scared. She is evil. And she's like, yes, I'm wearing my snakes.
I feel that woman has seen some shit in her life. Some serious shit.
She is
serious shit.
Terrifying. Honestly, like she freaks me the fuck out, and I'm ready to see her unravel.
I think she's going to unravel, and I also think that she's not coming back.
You don't think she's coming back?
No. I think that...
Do you think it's because of Martina?
Yes, because remember I told you that what was keeping her there was Martina. Because Andy was, and I think the term I used from the 1950s was tickled pink.
Yes.
That she was on there. And then she made some stupid comment about surrogacy and trans people, and he's done with her. He actually called her stupid. So I don't see a world where Julia comes back. There's no
but guys, she's a huge tennis star. Oh my, she's a legend.
Not anymore.
She's old.
This is why sometimes, like with Bravo in particular and the fan base, certain things, like your position on things like that, social, kind of being very conservative socially, or even being on the wrong side of the aisle, people don't like it, and that's why people deny what they are. Martina said what she believed, but it's going to cost her. It's going to cost her. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I think they're gone. And I think that the one thing Bravo is avoiding at all costs is darkness. They're okay with a little bit of conflict, but they don't want anything that really, that's what happened with Jersey. That's what happened with that scene of mine. It was just, they didn't want to talk about anything that seemed too dark. And I also think Julia could be a liability for them. Because if Julia goes crazy, completely crazy, I mean, what if she goes crazy and goes all Columbine on them,
I honestly, I don't even want to joke about it, but I see her doing that.
I mean, I think she can go postal, I really do.
I just feel like the fame got to her. Because here's the thing. She was a model, when she was younger. She's always wanted this fame. She's always been attached to these people of power or whatever. And I think she finally got it. She finally feels like people know who I am. And it went to her head so bad. She is not the same woman that we were introduced to that first season. She, I would like to get an MRI of her brain or something. Something is there's been a shift. Yes.
There has. I think that terrifying. Julia has always sought this kind of attention and this kind of notoriety any way she could get it. And I think it's cost her a lot of her mental health to get there, because she's had to be with weird men that like latex suits and dildos in their ass. She's had to be with women when maybe that's not her preference. She's been desperately trying to find security. And I don't understand why women don't know that the way to security is a straight line. It's not like this. Get your own security. You know, create something, work hard, and then you have your own security. I don't understand why more women don't want that. Like, why it is that they have to rely on some weird people and put up with really weird shit to have security. I don't know.
I would do that.
No, you wouldn't. You say that.
I'm wildly insecure. I would totally do that. For sure.
I don't think you would do it. I don't think you would do it because you make your own way in life. You're not the type of person that wants to live off other people or anything. You say it, but it's not true.
Okay.
And maybe. I think that, a lot of women rely on their beauty and their physical appearance. And, I really agree with Judge Judy on this. Beauty fades and dumb is forever.
Wow.
Beauty does
Quoting
fade.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
Keeping the show young and fresh. Woo! We're quoting Judge Judy. Yeah. Now, when we get to Sevilla, whatever the hell this place is called, Sevilla. Now, immediately when the other gals get there, Julia runs over like a proud little puppy dog.
What the fuck is that?
And was like, Alexia, hey girl, we were talking about you. Oh my God, Alexia. We were talking. And Alexia's like, I told you don't talk about me. Like, don't fucking talk about me. I was like, she's like, oh, I wasn't talking about you. No, they were talking about you.
Right. And then she tried to sell it like, oh, you're here. We were just talking about you. That is not the way she did that.
No, because she turned her back to everybody else. She wanted to whisper it to her. Yeah. That was a moment of, you could tell how badly she wants to be accepted by these other women.
Yeah, and I also think it was the nail in her coffin. They sealed it there with caulking. They put the nail and sealed it.
She's just done. So pathetic. It was a moment of patheticism.
Patheticism. I am going to do an entire dictionary of the words that you come up with, because you're right there with Alexia.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
A wordsmith yourself.
I am. Yes. So Alexia's pissed. She's like, I told you not to talk about me. And then she's like, no, I didn't. They were talking about you. It wasn't me. I'm like, and immediately Stephanie has to hold it over her head. And she's like, we haven't even been off of my plane for 2 hours. And she's already gossiping. Yes. And I'm like, stop. You can't ask people to come on your plane and then hold it over their head that they went on your plane.
Right.
Do you know why I don't like gifts? Do you know what my least favorite love language is?
Me
gifts.
Too.
Because I don't like when you feel like you now owe them something because they gave you something.
Yeah. My ex-mother-in-law, her love language is giving gifts. And she would send a gift with either my ex-husband or my kids or my mother. And then the second I got it, I had to call her while I was opening it to be super excited about it. And it's like, I'm acts of service girly over here. Do something I don't know, fix my sprinklers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Unfortunately,
care.
that's also my wife's love language. And I always feel so bad because, I'm not really that good at that.
I know that's the problem with Ken. He's not handy.
But if you'd give me words of affirmation, I'll come on the spot.
Oh, I know.
I will. Oh, God. That's
words
easy
of
for me.
affirmation are not very meaningful to me either.
Can I also just quickly PSA, while we're trying to bring back conceited and stuck up, can we also get rid... I know that millennials got rid of the top sheet, and I appreciate that. I don't like a top sheet. I'm not interested in that lifestyle. Can we also stop doing thank you cards? I don't like thank you cards. I don't want to receive a thank you card. I don't want to send a thank you card. I just feel like we don't need to be doing that anymore.
I agree. My generation still does thank you cards. I feel it's a total burden to do them, but I do them so that people won't say, she didn't even send a thank you card. But I don't think your generation really cares. Your generation is the Evite generation.
Right? It's like, we don't need a thank you card.
No, I don't think.
I don't ever need a thank you card.
It's a waste of paper and a waste of gas for the mailman to come to your house. I think you have.
It's not even that. It's just, I think we're lazy. You know, I think that millennials are a lot lazier. And so we're like, we're not going to go through the effort of writing a thank you card for a present that we didn't even want. You know, it's like my mom writes a thank you card for every single thing. And I'm like, oh, I don't need this.
It's so
and then it's like, what
rare.
do? I read it and then I just throw it away. It's like, okay.
She sends you a thank you card?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Like
like
when like we get her like any sort of gifts or anything, like it's me and all my sisters go in on gifts for my mom, and she'll send each of us a thank you card, and it's like, yes, that's so sweet and so nice, but then I almost feel like I need to be like, hey, I got your thank you card, thank you for the thank you card for thanking me for thanking me. Like it's just like it never ends.
Like I was telling Ken something the other day that, you know, people need to understand when you comment on somebody's post and they respond, you can't comment again. You can heart it or thumbs up it. That's it.
Okay.
There is no third, because then that's desperate. And so I don't think that you need to thank for a thank you card. You did your deed, and then.
But I'm saying we don't even need to have the thank you.
No, I know.
Let's just
but
call
some
it
people
quits.
like it. Some people like it. How much more time are we going to spend in the thank you card situation?
You started talking about it longer.
What?
Because I don't know. That's just how my brain works. I'm not entirely sure where it came from.
Okay.
So now
All right.
Stephanie, Larsa, and Adriana are all pissed at Julia. They're like, bitch, I thought we were gossiping. You know, I thought it was like what happens on the PJ stays on the PJ, except for the fact that it's on camera and we can all watch it later on, you know. But why would you go and tell her that? And it is, I felt like she was like, oh, I have a little morsel I can give you. Please give me some attention.
Well,
give me love.
I think the problem is that she wants to be part of that mean girl group so bad, or the popular girls or whatever it is, that the fact that she went on the plane, she didn't want that to change their perception of her. So she wanted to show, like, I went on the plane and got you a tidbit of information. I was there as undercover, you know, mole. And it backfired. Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
I honestly am shocked that Julia wasn't like, why doesn't Marisol and Alexia take my spot? Like, I don't need to go. I want that. Like, she's just so desperate for them to like her, and it's pathetic.
She really is. Why is that? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's very strange.
Okay. Can we talk about Marisol's new confessional look that came out this episode? Because, wow, that was a jump scare. She looked like she...
Thing?
No, God, no. Not where she looks like she's going to a funeral. She looked like she was on Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. She's wearing this like silver dress. She's got her hair done back in braids. When she popped up, I was like, ah! Like, it was terrifying. How did you not clock this?
I don't know, because I'm used to Marisol. Marisol loves a costume, you know?
Oh, my God. She looked so terrible. What was weird, though, was this looked young. Her face did look good. But the rest of it was terrifying. Yeah. She got a good facelift, honestly. She really did. Like, Larsa should talk to her about it. She did. I appreciated that. Now, when we get to this hotel, the Residence Inn, the Radisson, what was it?
Radisson. So, just so you know.
Hotel Garden Inn?
No. Have you ever been to Europe?
No. Well, I went to Germany.
Okay, so.
And Paris.
What to us here is kind of a mid-level hotel.
Yeah.
The brand over there many times is much more, much nicer than here.
Okay, because I was like, really? We're staying at the Radisson?
It's kind of basic, and over there is like a 5-star hotel.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
I was shocked when they were like, also, I loved so much that you could tell that they had to hit their limit for the amount of times they talked about the Radisson. Oh, Julia, this is so nice. I love staying at the Radisson. It's so nice here. God, it's so fucking fake.
No, those producers are really, really good at getting, bartering things or getting Marisol to negotiate them.
They even had Julia, was it Julia or Larsa? Someone did a voiceover in it to be like, oh, I think it was Julia. It was Julia being like, and we're staying at the Radisson. And it was like, it was so performative, and you could tell she did it after the fact. It sounded terrible. But when we get to the Radisson, we learn that there is only one presidential suite. But when we get there, Miss Stephanie
Isn't that
checks
weird?
in, and they're like, hey, somebody upgraded you to the presidential suite. I'm like, I thought there was only one.
Right.
You know?
You got that.
I've never.
See, yeah, that's really weird.
I thought it was so weird. So
weird.
she's like, oh, what? I didn't do this. What? Who? What? It must have been Masood. I'm telling you right now, I will bet every last dollar that I have that Stephanie ordered all of that shit from Chanel. Yeah. She called, she got her room upgraded. Yeah. She did all of that and was like, oh, it's Masood. Oh my God, he loves me so much.
Yeah.
Also, don't you feel like...
I believe that she did that as well.
Yeah.
I just think, I like that she did that because it pissed everybody off so much.
It did, but I'm like, don't you feel like when you get, like, to see like 10 boxes of Chanel shit,
honestly,
it doesn't feel like exciting anymore.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm telling you that I would have thought, okay, too much. Okay,
yeah.
Too much. You know, like.
Well, it's almost just like, I don't know. Like if you brought, I love cars. I love cars. It's the straightest thing about me is how much I love cars. I could talk about cars and look at cars all fucking day and never get bored. And
say cars one more time.
Cars. I love me some cars. I love cars. But like if you were to give me 4 cars at once, it's almost like it's so overwhelming.
It's car like, overload.
Yeah, car overload.
Yeah,
exactly.
This was Chanel overload.
It was, and it just looked so gross.
Some people would say that maybe we feel that way because we don't think we're entitled to the cars or the Chanel, that we're not worthy of it.
Oh, I don't think that. I think I'm worthy of it.
Me too. But I do find it kind of like a vulgar display. Like, it's too much. Like, why so many boxes? Why so many things? And then knowing that what we know.
Right.
What we know.
All of it's fucking like, fake.
Yeah. No, I don't think her stuff is fake. It's just that.
No, I think the money is fake. I think that, like, that money is... It's ghost money.
I think maybe she wrapped some of the shit she had at home already. I don't know that he can buy all that stuff. I mean, whatever was in there, I don't know that they didn't open all of it up. But I mean, there's like probably $75,000 to $100,000 worth of stuff in that. Chanel is expensive, crazy
so expensive. Her bag when she got out of the fucking Bentley was $70,000. And she's always like, Birkin first. Hermes first. It's like, if you... Money screams, wealth whispers.
Yeah, I think that the other day when this guy, Isaac Mizrahi, was on Watch What Happens Live, he said he doesn't wear his Birkins anymore. I think that Birkins have lost their allure and their glamour, and they're really kind of status symbol of being a kind of very... quiet wealth thing because the housewives have ruined it.
I think housewives have ruined Chanel too.
Yeah, but especially Birkins. I think that people are no longer, people who wore them, 30 years ago are no longer wearing them. I have a lot of friends that will no longer wear them.
You'll never see me out with a Birkin. Yeah. I'm so embarrassed to have my Birkins
The other
out.
day I was going to go out somewhere. We were going out to see houses, and all this stuff was in the Birkin with the flu, whatever, Furby. What is it? La Fufu?
La Boo Boo.
La Boo Boo. And I went to put, to take it, and I kind of looked in the mirror, and I go, no, this is not who I am. It was really strange.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I keep my Birkins at home. And I'm not going out with them anymore. It's so embarrassing.
Just let them kind of appreciate and value, and then
for
sure. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a lot, but I'm glad it happened. Aren't you glad it happened?
No, I am, because I'm glad it happened, but we are glad it happened for different reasons. I'm glad it happened because I'm loving getting to hate Stephanie. You're loving it because the other women are hating it.
No, I'm loving it because the crash is going to be, we're going to have so many points of reference.
Yeah, okay, that is true. I do like that.
That's the thing. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, he's lost everything. Why was he buying $100,000 worth of Chanel and taking it to the hotel? That's how clueless she was and how much he pretended. So I love the fact that the girls get jealous too. Because,
it's like, did you not learn anything from Erica Girardi? Like, all Stephanie needs now is her own version of It's Expensive to Be Me.
I just think Erica Girardi never even did that. Like, there was no, 10, 12 boxes of Chanel when she got to a hotel and her husband didn't upgrade her. Like, this is really extra. This is really
disgusting.
Really extra. She leads with money. And so,
also, I don't ever want to go to Sevilla or whatever the hell it's called, because what is it called? Sevilla? Sevilla. I don't ever want to go to Sevilla because I'm assuming this Radisson was really nice, and I was like, it feels tiny. The rooms all felt very small. Even the presidential suite, I was like, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, the rooms are smaller, but I'm just saying, don't let the word. I haven't been to that hotel, so I don't know if it's nice, but I do remember thinking, wow, the Marriott on the Champs-Élysées in Paris is like last time that I stayed there was amazing. Like, it was really, really nice. And you go to Marriott here and they're like, to Marriott,
I still think a Marriott's nice. That's above my pay grade.
The JW Marriotts are okay. It depends. Anyway, we need clarification. Were there 2 presidential suites? Do hotels have 2 presidential suites? I am going to call the Radisson in Sevilla and find out.
Thank you.
Because stop selling us bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, she could have gotten a really nice suite, or maybe there are 2, like, with access to the rooftop, 2 presidential suites, because the presidential suite is not going to take the whole floor, maybe.
But we don't have 2 presidents. We have 1 president.
I know, but the vice
we should only have
president.
1 presidential suite.
And a vice presidential suite.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm fine with that. But they can't both be presidential suite.
What a piss-ass move to give Alexia the presidential suite, Julia.
Oh. I
don't know.
But here's my thing. I was so excited because I thought, Stephanie came in and stole the presidential suite, and I'm going to love that moment. But it was like, no, they still got one. I was like, this is stupid.
Right. Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the kind of thing that we're here for in life.
I do remember
Stephanie's what?
Go ahead. No.
Stephanie's like, listen, Alexia, I think that you are belittling to women, okay? I think that you called me a Chihuahua, and now these women get into this back and forth about dog breeds. They're literally like, I am not a Chihuahua. Okay, maybe I'm a Bichon, but I am not a Chihuahua. And she's like, well, you called me a Rottweiler. I'm not a Rottweiler. I'm a pit bull. Okay, I'm not a pit bull. I'm a Saint Bernard. I was just like, can we? Like, I don't fucking care what dogs you are. We need to move on from this.
I think I tuned that shit out.
I just don't feel like we need to keep this fight going because it was really stupid. Yeah. Alexia said she was a Chihuahua, then she said she was a pit bull or whatever, and a Rottweiler.
Alexia called herself a Rottweiler.
Right. And now it's like this big fight. I'm like, this is so stupid.
Right. But Stephanie is saying it's a metaphor for how she thinks people are less than her because a Chihuahua is smaller. Smaller doesn't mean lesser breed. I don't know.
I hate a fucking Chihuahua.
I think they all come with so many hangups that they read into these things too much. I think we were just talking about the bark and the bite. I really think that's all we were talking about. We weren't talking about hierarchy. We weren't talking about who has more money. We're not talking about who's prettier. Just, you're bigger and you're louder and you're smaller and you yap more. Like, whatever. Let it go.
Don't you feel like Chihuahuas have really gone downhill ever? Like, at one point, I mean, Chihuahuas were it. When Taco Bell had the Chihuahua, it was like, wow. Paris had a Chihuahua. Like, people wanted a Chihuahua back then. And now it's like, gross.
Yeah. What do you think?
No one wants a Chihuahua.
What?
Well, I think because what happened is Taco Bell ended up cooking the Chihuahua, and then people were like, ooh, yikes.
And put it into a crunch wrap?
Yep.
The same one that you get with your 2-bean burrito and a large starry.
Double decker is what I get. I don't get a crunch wrap.
Double decker.
I've never had a crunch wrap. Thank you very much.
I've never been to Taco Bell.
You've never been to Taco Bell in your entire life?
In my entire life. I don't know why I don't find that appealing. Not that I haven't had fast food. I've had fast food, but like if I had to eat something, I like Burger King better.
That's disgusting. That's so trashy.
I'm not a McDonald's person
I love
either.
Taco Bell. I am okay with McDonald's. There's not a fast food I haven't tried, you know. But Taco Bell, wow, I love Taco Bell.
Chick-fil-A is huge here.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A doesn't excite me that much.
I don't really like that either.
No,
Anyway,
nothing really. Okay,
so
sorry.
Let's go back to these women. I thought it was really funny when Marisol said that she needs glam all the time, that Alexia sets it up because if she did her own makeup, she'd look like Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I guess you do your own makeup all the time? I mean, what's going on here? Is she not
When
aware?
she said that, I said to myself, she set Anna up for a home run.
My
You know,
God.
like she...
I mean, please, why do you make it so easy to knock it out of the park?
Right.
This is professional makeup that she's doing, and then she looks like Tammy Faye Baker. I mean, she looks like Tammy Faye Baker anyway. So, anyway, just
Marisol sets... Oh,
herself
sorry.
up. Yeah. Marisol thinks that self-deprecation makes her very likable, but that's not working for her anymore. See, this is the thing that's happening to these women. The tides have turned. So the days where Alexia's image was softened by Frankie appearing on the show, that's not working as well anymore. Frankie is his own person and not necessarily a reflection on her. We like Frankie in spite of Alexia, not because of Alexia. You know
So
what I'm
true.
saying? And
Yep.
I think she needs to understand that. Also, Marisol thinks that if she puts herself down a lot, that people are going to find her more kind of like, I don't know, approachable, relatable, and it's not, because it comes across fake. So that's why she says things like Tammy, I look like Tammy Faye Baker, and it's like, dude, you look like Tammy Faye Baker anyway.
I do just want to clarify for everyone that that's not Anna masturbating with a dildo. Her phone is vibrating.
Fuck. You heard that? Sorry. Okay, please, can we get to the flamenco part?
Okay, so
That
we
is
go
my
to this
favorite
dinner, and Marisol has set up this flamenco singer to serenade Alexia. And I already know that we are going to get so much hate for making fun of the singing, but I don't even care,
don't
because
care.
even if he sang differently, the fact that he's in her face.
Well, it is
Just
like that, but just so you know.
I was like,
Let me tell you what
she
what her response to this would be. You're not cultured. You don't know,
Right.
because I'm more
And that's
Spain than
okay.
anybody. People order margaritas. I ordered an albarino. It's like, she's just so textbook. It's so funny. But the funny thing is that she goes, flamenco is passion and love and pain. So is every love song from every genre. Take a
You ever
country
listen to Adele?
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking about? But the crying,
I would pay a lot of money, though, to have Adele sing in my face like
right.
that, though.
But the
I will say that.
crying, the crying was a lot.
I have never said anything nice about Larsa Pippen in my life. But when she started laughing,
Right. And
I
they're
felt
going
like,
to say, you have no culture, like, for sure.
right. I was like, I felt Larsa in that moment, because
too.
I would have been crying laughing and I would have been trying to hide it, because it's just when it's unexpected. As someone who's never seen a flamenco singer
Right.
or whatever, I was just like, what the fuck is this? And he's so in her face.
I've been
with
to
it.
Sevilla. I've seen a lot of stuff. Sevilla's where most of the, flamenco happens, and they're very passionate. I remember asking my dad when I was little, why are the Spanish dancers so pissed off? Because the women put this face and they're just pissed off all the time, and they stomp and whatever. And so if I were there, I would pay attention to the guy, because he is doing his craft, right? And he deserves my attention. But the crying was ridiculous. The crying was so ridiculous. Marisol cries anytime Alexia cries. She has
Yeah.
if Alexia arm comes off, Marisol will have phantom pains, you know? It's like a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
So the crying was just so funny. And everybody was trying not to laugh. Stephanie.
And I wanted to know who wrote the song. You know?
Oh, no, they did. They just, it's like rapping.
The words translated to like, Alexia, you deserve better. This guy doesn't like you. You should find something better. I was like, okay, thanks.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, something that
Yikes.
she's heard many, many times before, just not screaming with chronic halitosis in her face. You know what I mean? Like, that was that was a close singing situation. Maybe they were crying because the guy had bad breath.
I'm trying to think if I know any Spanish songs.
No, you don't.
Like, what's a big... well, is the Macarena a Spanish song?
No. It's in English.
Oh. No, they say, like, hum ba da bum ba bum ba da ba bum. I don't know the words to Macarena. But I just, like... Listen, I'm a huge fan of Camila Cabello. I would die for that woman in a heartbeat.
God, another one that you would die for.
Oh, she's top of my list, though.
Oh, okay.
I've been obsessed with Camila Cabello for a very long time.
Okay.
And she has some Spanish songs. And so, but they didn't sound like this.
No, this is like, it's something that they make up on the spot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you tell them, it's like reading your fortune kind of thing. And then they do it to the same tune, and it's really to show off the you know, their voices and how they can, you know, make their voice do whatever they want. And I just found it.
Alexia, you are broken inside. It reminded me of Dory when she talks whale, you know? Where are you? God, I'm going to hell. It's fine. It's okay. Cancel me all you want.
I wonder, you know
what
I wonder? I wonder
how
Todd feels while he's watching all this. Because when you think about it, the subtext throughout the entire season is Todd. So if he was already a narcissist, like he's a narcissist on steroids now. He must, like,
God.
It's bad. It's really bad. But whatever. That was funny. I know that it wasn't intended to be funny, but I thought it was hilarious. Like, really, really funny.
But I do think that they knew by showing us this, especially people who have never experienced this before, they knew we were going to laugh.
I mean, I've experienced it
and that's why they showed us Larsa laughing.
And I still laughed. Because I've never seen anybody crying like that because of it.
Now, big drama is going on this
let me say
episode
one thing.
with,
In her quest to show everyone that she's more Spanish than anyone, she said she lived in Spain from 17 to 23.
Okay.
That timeline
she did say that.
is off with her whole education stuff that apparently she did in the U.S. So I really think they need to get their timeline straight, you know? She went to college here.
We're throwing stories left and right.
Yeah, it's just.
She says she said she went to college here.
College was here, and master's was here. So she was there from 17 to 23. I think she exaggerated the amount of. First of all, I think it's all exaggerated, but I think she exaggerated the amount of time she was there because Guerdy said, "Oh, I love Spain. I studied in Spain. I love Spain. You know, whatever." And there was a competition of who loves Spain more.
There is, you know what it was, honestly? She did go to Spain, but it was like a study abroad.
Yeah.
It was like a semester, and she came, and she was like Dorit. She came home from the trip with an accent.
Right, exactly, with an affect.
There are still people to this day, I'm 35 years old, and they will still be like, oh, when I was in Tuscany.
Right.
I'm like, you did a study abroad there when you were 19. Right. Like, no one gives a fuck
or a layover.
Anymore. Yeah.
I had a layover in Paris, and I bought a croissant at the airport. A croissant.
A croissant.
And then they talk about it for the rest of their lives. No, Alexia actually did live there. Her mother lived there for a long time. So she does have a connection to Spain. That part is true. I just find the whole timeline a little bit off. But yeah, I just thought the whole, I don't know, I can't wait to see the rest of this. Also, do you not think that Lisa getting there late, are you that upset by that?
You know why I'm upset? Because how did we not have some undercover cameraman getting Lisa loading her bags, hundreds of bags, onto the train, trying to figure out where she's going? Like, if there's one person who I would say, like, oh, you would absolutely fail at that
show, the
Greatest Race. What is it called? What is it called?
Something Race. The Great Something Race. Amazing
Great
Race,
American
Amazing
Race?
Race, Amazing Race.
Amazing Race. Amazing
Senility
Race.
is contagious.
So I'm just like, if she would be horrible at that. That was a whole episode.
That was a whole
if
episode
we had
itself.
done next episode, we just left the ladies behind and we did a whole episode following Lisa's journey to get there. 23 hours would have been chef's kiss.
Yeah.
She had to have been so.
It must have
Not
been
only
so
was
funny.
she lost, she had no idea what she was doing. I also imagine that she was wildly offensive to people without even knowing it, not even meaning to be,
Right.
but
Well,
she was just
nobody
doing
spoke English.
everything wrong.
Nobody spoke
Right,
English. She must
yeah.
have called Jody 7,000
Lisa's the
times.
kind of person who I think that when people don't speak English, she just says it louder and slower.
Right. Of course.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And I bet she probably called Jody
So-
a million times, crying. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, look, I think it would have been funny, but she didn't hurt anybody. It didn't affect anybody's plans.
No.
In any way
No.
whatsoever. So this whole, like, we're very disappointed. It was very disrespectful. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was so irritated because if I'm Lisa, I'm going to show up like a fucking monster. I'm going to be so mean. And she showed up and she was in good spirit.
Yeah.
She was like, let's
And
have
she
some
didn't
time.
even
Let's
wanna
talk. You know,
about
let's
what
hang
made
out.
her late. Nothing. She's like, I'm here
Yeah.
now. That's
And
all
then
that
they were
matters.
like, Marisol and Alexia, like, we're very disappointed in you. We're very disappointed. Like that was very rude of you to do. And like, it's like, okay, she's here. Who cares? Like, I'm sure production knew that Lisa was fine.
Yeah. Of
She checked
course.
in with
Of
somebody.
course.
It doesn't matter.
And who knows if she really missed the flight and they just created that whole thing. When Guerdy was on Jeff a couple of weeks ago or last week or whatever, or the week before, she said that production gave her a different time, call time. Not there, but for the party on the bus or whatever. Not the party, when they were headed
Oh, when
to
they
the-
were waiting the 2
Yeah,
hours.
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we of course can't call that
No.
out. So
No. So what else happened after
I-
that? Was that the end of it?
yeah, she gets there. She's irritated by them. They keep, lecturing her, and it was kind of the end of the episode. We get Alexia and Stephanie fighting at dinner back and
That's for
forth.
next
Stephanie
season?
has those stupid.
Yeah. She looked cute.
No. This was okay.
I thought she looked cute. I'm sorry. Next week I'm going to come back hating Stephanie just to make you happy.
Thank
But,
you.
but I thought,
please.
I thought it's funny, and I thought she actually clocked Alexia very well when she talked about how her whole overcompensation is really lack of confidence.
And then Marisol comes in. She's like, I wish she had less confidence. It'd make my life easier. It's like, shut up, Marisol.
What I hate about Marisol.
You are a little parrot.
Yeah, I hate that she is, Alexia's bitch. I mean, that's all she is. I used to think she was like, you're not going to get the reference, but like the Ed McMahon to her Johnny Carson. You know what I'm saying? Like the sidekick. But it's much more than that. It's kind of just like her bitch, her
Her Robin to her Batman.
like the Gale to the Oprah. But not even because.
Oh God, that one
Yeah,
I get. Yeah.
Okay, so that, and then don't you find this whole thing that Marisol does that makes her seem overfamiliar with people like Pips and Monkey and gives everybody these
Yes.
names, and she does that. It's this kind of overfamiliarity thing that is I find so cringy. And just it's the same thing
But
she does
that's
with Alexia.
but you're saying you like Stephanie. Stephanie is like put her feet up and got real comfortable, went in your fridge, grabbed a snack, kind of getting too comfortable too fast.
But I don't like Stephanie for the reason that you think. I like Stephanie
Okay.
because she's pissing other people off. And I like Stephanie because
Okay.
she's getting us a lot of content and doing things that we
True.
haven't seen before. Like showing up to a room that
True.
her husband upgraded with, $100,000 worth of gifts, and then it's all may implode. And so,
Yeah.
you know, I just find it rich that Alexia is and Marisol and some of these other ladies are starting to, on social media, you know, share things about Stephanie in a very cryptic way, as if she doesn't have it as together as you think, she doesn't, whatever, when they themselves have been in tons of like lawsuits and things like that. I just think that, you know, glass houses and stones, just like keep it together. Neither one of those women, especially Alexia, is in any position to put down Stephanie. That's all I'm saying.
I'm okay. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that.
And you can put down Stephanie,
Yes,
because
thank
that's
you.
her job.
And you just need to put her down a little bit
I'm
more
going to
than
do
you
it.
have
Next
been.
week, listen, next week I'm bringing a video.
Oh,
Next week I'm bringing a video.
a video.
Yeah, a video.
Oh, wow! I can't wait.
Yeah.
Is it a porn?
It's not porn, but it's a good video.
Darn it.
It's a good video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
I'm
know all
hard
the other
just
stuff
thinking
I
about
know
it.
that I can't share. Like,
Yeah.
don't you wish we could share that?
I do, except for I was telling my wife about it, and she was like, "Can you just make sure that whenever this stuff does come out, that you just say like, this is all Anna, you know, don't sue me, just sue Anna."
I'm never going to say that.
I'm about to have 3 babies. Also, we haven't even figured out what the hell we're gonna do when I leave.
When are you leaving? For 3 babies?
Well, I'm gonna have a
I
baby.
know, but what? It's not you having the baby.
No, but like I gotta be helpful at
I know.
home.
Well, we'll just...
I'm gonna have 2 kids basically on my own, and my wife is gonna have this baby.
Oh, we'll do it at 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll
God.
just do like extra shows and can't put them in, I don't know, evergreen shows. Or I'll find, you know, somebody to whatever. You know, till you get it together.
Now, the guy from Purveyors of Pop or whatever, he has been doing some rounds on some interviews.
Yes. With Gibson.
He's terrifying to look at.
Isn't it? Right?
He looks like he wanted to try and get Lisa's face.
It's really bad. And the hair,
But on
you
a
know,
man.
the highlights and it's like a pompadour.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that? You know,
A pompadour.
Yeah, you see him, like, that whole idea of, like, this old guy standing in front of a mirror, right, with his, like, whitey-tighties for sure, like, jockstrap or whatever he wears, like, with his ass forward like this and with the round brush, you know, going in on his hair. It's like this 70s, like, it's just, he's so ridiculous.
What is the clothing brand that does the like gold chains, but it's on the print?
Versace.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it Versace? He wears Versace panties with that
Yeah.
on it. I'm telling you right
they're
now.
tacky gays. They are tacky gays,
Yeah.
all of them. He wears this, like, you know, crossbody or, like, whatever, one of those fanny packs across, like, in white, like this Gucci one. He's had the same one for a million years. He's just tacky. They're all tacky. They're not, like, they just don't know a lot, you know? This is why they don't
Yeah.
take Miami to the next level because, like, again, they think Marisol knows shit. They think that group is it. Miami has so much more than that, you know? So,
And I agree because they don't capitalize on Kiki.
listen, I have no interest. Do you want to have Matt, whatever his name is, on the show?
No, I want Kiki on the show.
Well, then,
And somebody said, if you have Kiki on the show, I am done. I'm like, okay,
oh my
cool.
God,
Like I don't
love it.
care.
See,
I want to be with
it
Kiki.
wasn't the same person that thought I had a stroke, right?
No, I don't think
What do
so.
you think that is? I really need to understand. Do you think I don't enunciate enough?
I don't know. I just think that as a stroke survivor, no one should be talking about your speech.
I know, but have you noticed
I
it?
think it's fucked up. No.
Liar. Liar, you hesitated.
No, I've never thought you had a stroke.
Okay, well, I don't know what it is, but it's been said more than once.
I don't
Guys,
know what it
I
is.
need to understand a little more. So, I was told once by a friend of mine that I sounded like I was from Fargo. So that
Don't you know?
my accent from English being technically my second language, doesn't read Miami Cuban. It reads Fargo, North Dakota, and I don't even know what that means. So I'm wondering if there's a connection between me sounding...
Fargo, North Dakota is kind of like, don't you know we're
Right.
going to go
Do I
over there
talk
and
like
hang
that?
out for a little bit. No, I don't think that at all.
Maybe that's the thing. I really need to know, guys, because I like to dwell on things that people say.
Well, then you and I could both sign up for speech classes because I want to learn how to not talk like a little bitch.
Oh, you need to
You know?
use your chest
I want to be able to...
voice.
I know, and I only use my throat, which is why I lose my voice
too.
all
Me
the
too.
time.
I don't ever.
Because we're not
I think if I
singers.
talk down here, I'd probably sound more like this, you know.
Right.
But
and I talk like this.
That's
This is
not
my
comfortable
chest
for me.
voice, and I would talk like this. And then if we tried to sing like this, how would we sound? Let's sing something. What do you want to sing?
near, far,
Wherever
you
But that's not your chest voice. You actually use your voice.
I don't know how to use my voice. Everything comes from right here in my throat.
Right. And
You know?
and a little nasal.
Oh, I'm very
Yeah, I'm
nasally.
nasal too.
Yes, it's so
Let's
annoying.
try to use our chest
I just
voice
feel like
right
if I
now.
could, I just want a straight voice, you know? I feel like I start talking and my purse falls out of my mouth, you know, or my
tampon.
pearls or whatever the saying is. My tampon falls out of my mouth. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, no. I just sound like I take it in the ass all the time.
Guys, listen, thank you so much for being here at Reality Court, where we have no idea what the fuck we're saying or doing. And guys, again, prayers up for Anna, okay? She's battling a lot.
I am, and I'm working on it, and I'm sorry that I talk like somebody that's had a stroke, because I am somebody that's had a stroke.
Right.
You know, accept me as I
Guys,
am.
go and leave us a 5-star review. If you're on Apple or Spotify, go leave us a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube, only say nice things about us. If you want to see us naked, join our OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/realitycourt after hours. You can find us there.
I want to
and
say
you can see my
thank
wiener.
you to the chumps that
Oh.
have started listening to us, because Jeff mentioned us the
Yes.
other day on the show, and we even have one review from a chump that Jeff sent me.
Wow.
So thank you.
you.
She goes, I listened to one episode and now I'm binging you guys. So thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
That's so nice. No, it really means a lot. So I'm sorry that,
That's-
this wasn't one of our best episodes, but, we sang and we gave you our opinions, and, sometimes we're more fun than others. And
I think that today's episode is much better than our Tuesday episode. Tuesday just had low energy,
yeah,
and I don't know.
But we shared a lot of things from Reality Court Scoop.
True.
We did,
So, guys, don't forget you can email us at realitycourtscoop@gmail.com if you've got any tidbits of information, even if they're just made up. We'll just say allegedly before. It doesn't really matter.
Also,
we're not going to do the
I
work.
don't just want Miami stuff. Send me OC stuff. Send me stuff from Salt Lake City that's upcoming. Send me stuff from Atlanta. It doesn't have to be Miami.
Yeah.
Miami is,
Yeah. Please.
it's easy to find that stuff for them. Not that I don't appreciate it. I just haven't taken the time, but I can always tell when they're lying anyway.
Or about celebrities,
Yeah.
or if you are like Sheena Shea and you have a list of celebrities that you've had sex with, tell us about it. Was it good? Was it bad? Anything. Honestly, anything.
Anything. We'll take anything at
We're
this
like
point.
bottom of the
We
barrel
really
here.
are.
We'll take
and
it all.
we know it.
So.
And we know it. So we have no delusions
Yes.
of grandeur. We know what we are, and we're,
No. Yep.
blooming where we're planted. And this is where we're planted, at the bottom
That's
of the
right.
barrel. There's a lot of fertilizer here. A lot of shit. A lot of shit.
Thank you guys so
Bye.
much for joining us. Court is officially adjourned. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Hurrdat. Thank you, Pat. And as always, thank you, Beyonce.
Thank you,
We love you, and we hope that you don't get us killed. Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye.